Hey, hi everyone. I am Koteshwara Rao, AI engineer. Welcome to Kotesh Academy, where we learn Python, data science, and generative AI step by step. In today's session, let's understand one of the most powerful concepts in Python, decorators. Don't worry, I will make it very simple with real example. That is actual, decorator definition is a decorator in a Python is a function that takes the another function as input, adds extra features, and returns it without modifying the original function. That is the basic definition of decorator. So that is, think of decorator as a watchman for a function. It checks something first and only then allows the function to run. Now we are going to explain one example for that. Yeah, before start the example, so we have to know the summary of a decorator. Decorator is nothing but function plus wrapper. It first checks a condition before running the main function. Then useful in real world of validation, login checks, logging, timing. So in this example, it checks subject marks before calculating average. So now we are going to write Python script for how do we calculate the Python function for this. So now I'm going to write the function for is def, that's the function start, and I'm going to check pass check is a function name, and we are calling the this is actual input. So now we are, so that is pass check is a function, is the decorator function. This one is the decorator function. Now we are writing one wrapper function. We are giving some marks. So if wrapper inputs are marks. So wrapper is the inner function. Then we are checking condition if all marks greater than or equal to 60 for mark in marks. Then return function of marks. Else return is fail. So then you can add one more condition is need to need 60 marks in all subjects. Return wrapper. So this is actual decorator function. Now we are calling a function to calculate average. So the decorator function starts with at the rate symbol. Then we are calling pass underscore check. Whenever we are calling, so immediately one function is starting, that function is considered as this is actual variable function func. Now I am writing uh, another function for that, calculating average. Here inputs are marks, return. So we are considering this pass average is equal to, then it is considered as need to calculate sum of marks, total number of marks. So this is a calling function for decorator. Now we need to check the output. So that is the actual login. So we are writing print, that function name is average. So we are giving the inputs. I am giving inputs are 65. So actually we are taking three subjects, 70 and 80. So in this case, we are taking all subjects are greater than 60 and need to check the result for that. Similarly, we are taking one more case, print average of, we are taking one of the subjects is 55, 60 and 75. It should be closed with this. Okay. So now I am going to run the first function. After saving this function, change the directory. So now we are in my drive. In that there is another folder is Kotesh Academy. So we need to check that. We are running this function Python and the file name is decorator.py. Then only we could able to get the response is pass. Why? Because in the case one all subjects are greater than 60. Now I am checking the second case. Second case is in uncommented. Save and run. So we are getting fail. Need 60 in all subjects. This code, the first step one is create a decorator. This is actual create a decorator. Okay. So that decorator function name is pass check. Here, pass check is a decorator function. It takes the another function as input. So this is another function as input. Next step two, create a wrapper inside. Create a wrapper function inside. So this wrapper function is like a gatekeeper. So it first checks all marks are greater than 60, greater than or equal to 60 for mark in marks. That means all subjects must be have at least 60 marks. If condition is true, is the condition true, it calls the original function. This is actual original function. This one. So whenever we are calling this function, right? So in place of that, this is called by average. Okay. So once if that case is passed, automatically it will calculate the average for all these subjects. Okay. If fails, it directly returns the fails message. That is a fail message we are getting. So finally, we are using return the wrapper. Instead of returning the original function, we return a new wrapper function. New wrapper function. When we are calling this, it is wrapper. Automatically, it will calls the wrapper function. This wrapper adds an extra checking features. That is the main thing we need to note down in this decorator function. Then we are applying the decorator using at the rate symbol. Okay. This path check applies the decorator to the average function. This is the actual function. This means average will not run directly. it will first go through the wrapper function inside the pass check. Then finally we are using test cases. We have two test cases, test case 1 and test case 2. So in the first test case, right, all marks are greater than 60. Decorator allows the function to calculate the average. To calculate the average. So another case is one mark is below 60, right? Is the first subject having 55. So decorator blocks the function return fail message. Okay. So this is the example for decorator. Thank you.